You're thinking about selling a home. What gives you the highest return on investment whenever you do some renovations to it? My first stop whenever I talk to people about this, I always look at their floors and I look at their paint choices first. If their floors are in poor condition, I always suggest either cleaning the carpets, replacing the carpets, fixing the hardwood floors, fixing the tile, or replacing it. That really adds to the return on investment and the price of your home. Secondly, taste-specific colors. I always say if you have taste-specific colors in your home, painting them a neutral color really helps, and it just makes it have a nice, clean feel whenever somebody walks into your home that may buy it. We've also always heard the adage of kitchens and bathrooms sell homes. Is that true? Yes. In the event your kitchen is dated or your bathrooms are dated, it really will help you sell your home for a much higher price if you update those. The problem is updating those is pretty expensive, so we got to make sure that the return on investment is what you want. We certainly don't want you to go spend thousands upon thousands of dollars on kitchen and bathrooms and you get a dollar for dollar return. We want to make sure you're getting at least a 3-to-1 return on the renovations you're doing. When I'm looking at listing a home for someone, I always look at the bathrooms and the kitchen, but I'm also kind of hesitant about suggesting they do a bunch of remodels on that because, you know, it really could open up Pandora's box, and sometimes the expense just isn't worth it. Make sure before you do that, you have somebody you trust and somebody that can really tell you where the market is and what your resale value will be once you do that. Another area that I tell folks to look into is curb appeal enhancements, and frankly, that isn't very expensive, generally speaking. If you have mildew and such growing on the outside of your home, go ahead and pressure wash the property. If your sidewalk is that gray color instead of that lighter, almost white color, go ahead and pressure wash that too. Your front door, maybe it's a little sun faded, paint it. Go ahead and give it a nice pop so whenever people walk into the home, they're excited to get to the front door. And of course, make sure we establish the flower beds with either some fresh pine straw or some mulch, whichever you prefer. And last but not least, if you know you're going to sell your home and say it's in the fall and you're going to sell it in the spring, go ahead and aerate the yard and go ahead and plant some new grass down. That way it's nice and green in the spring whenever people start coming to see your home. This is actually one of the less expensive additions you can do to your home that really helps add value to it. So what doesn't add value to your home? New windows, they don't add value to your home. I don't know why, but at least in this area, they don't seem to add value. A new roof. A new roof is expensive. It's nice to have for a buyer, but buyers typically aren't willing to pay for it. Buyers expect it to be in good condition. And new HVAC system. Say you spend $10,000 on a brand new HVAC system, I can almost guarantee you that a buyer is not going to give you $10,000 more for your home because it has a new system. They once again expect that to work properly. What I always suggest doing is the pretty things, the lighting, the paint, the floors, the curb appeal, if you can do kitchens and bathrooms, things like that that make people excited about your home.